Are you a mango lover in this summer season but are worried about your sugar spikes if you are a diabetic, or you are worried about your weight gain, or you may be worried about the acne on your skin? Well, if that's the case, let's break some myths as far as mangoes are concerned. This king of fruits, what does it have to offer? Are mangoes really the villains behind your sugar spikes and your acne breakouts? Or is it just made to look like a villain? It is just misunderstood? So before you say no to the mangoes in this summer season, let's watch this video. Here is what no one tells you about mangoes: fat gain, diabetes and sugar spikes, and also your skin conditions. And also, how do you identify the right mangoes which are good for your health and are absolutely carbide free? Can you do that evaluation at home? This video will introduce you to all of this. Let's begin. There is a reason why mangoes come in the summer season. There is a reason why every single fruit has a season when it comes into the market. What does the seasonal fruit have an advantage of? Well, let's look at particularly the mangoes. Your mangoes are rich in antioxidants. Your mangoes have fiber. Your mangoes have vitamin C. Your mangoes have vitamin E, and it has almost all vitamin Bs, and it also has omega-3 and omega-6. So when diabetics are told not to have mangoes, or they are scared to have mangoes because it will give them a sudden sugar spike, let's understand that when we look at diabetes as a condition, it should not be seen only on the basis of sugar spike up or spike down. Your diabetes has to be looked at a little more holistically when it comes to your pancreas health. Let's look at it beyond pre-fasting and post-fasting sugar levels, but also the whole lot of other foods that you eat, which is just beyond mangoes. Well, your nature produces certain elements into a particular season, and nature never brings disease. Well, when it is the nature's overconsumption, or whether it is the wrong use of nature at the wrong time of the year, that is when diseases start coming. When you have too much of your white flour, or when you have too much of your hybridized wheat, maida, or refined carbohydrates, processed foods, and also the instant oats, that is when you bring in disease. Diseases come with drugs, diseases come with alcohol, diseases come when you don't sleep well, diseases come when you don't exercise well, and diseases come with the wrong lifestyle choices. Mangoes alone should not be blamed because that is going to cause sugar spike. Well, actually it won't. Your mangoes typically have about 29 to 32 grams of sugar. Now this sugar should not be looked at that instant spike that you get after eating a mango. What you should look is that when you eat something and you get a sugar spike, how long does that sugar spike stay in your body? So when a fruit gives you an instant spike, it also comes down very soon. But your refined carbs or your processed foods will give you a sugar spike, and that spike will remain for a larger duration of time. Isn't this something that you also need to take care of? Yes, fruits are healing. They are also detoxifying. And if you're worried about that instant sugar spike that you will get after eating your mango, try and have a little bit of nuts or seeds after eating the mango, which will take care of the fiber and the fat, and which will eventually make sure that your spike does not cause you too much of damage. Well, yes, when it comes to fruits, it is extremely important that we consume fruits on an empty stomach, not as a dessert after food, not immediately post your meals, or not during your meals. Fruits are best consumed when it is on an empty stomach. Are you worried that those mangoes are going to make you fat? Well, yes, overconsumption can do that, but it is not the mangoes that make you fat. What really makes you fat is the lack of exercise. What really makes you fat is your fear and the guilt when you are consuming those mangoes. What really makes you fat is your stress levels. What actually makes you fat is your emotions. What actually makes you fat is your lack of sleep, lack of exercise, and the wrong lifestyle choices. But at the same time, let's understand greed. Just because mangoes are good for you, you cannot be consuming a whole lot of them. Moderation is the key. So for some people, 1 mango should be okay. For some people, 2 mangoes a day should be okay. If you have an active lifestyle, maybe 3 mangoes are okay for you. But today, I cannot sit here and tell you that you need to have 2 mangoes or 3 mangoes. Listen to your body and see how it reacts. If it says stop after 2 mangoes, stop it. Did you know that mangoes contribute almost directly towards building your immunity? Yes, this is the summer season, and in summer seasons mangoes grow. But as soon as your summer season goes away, there comes the rainy season. It's this rainy season or the monsoon when your immunity really drops down. These mangoes that you will eat in your summers will actually build on your immunity when the rainy season hits you, because it's got a great source of vitamin C. However, it's important to note that we do not eat mangoes in the wrong season. Did you know that the best mangoes which are healing for your body or which are detoxifying for your body come around the end of April? Now, if this is the season when the best mangoes are coming, then you should be eating your mangoes in this season only. Those mangoes that you get early on, just the first few, may be very highly sprayed, may be injected, may be grown with a lot of sprays, and that may not be good. It may also contain carbide. Yes, your early mangoes are the most expensive, but are they the most healthiest for you? Probably not. Now, some of you may be worried that when I eat a mango, it creates heat in my body. And this heat in my body makes sure that I get breakouts on my skin. I get acne or I get pimples on my skin. Let's understand that these breakouts or the heat is not in the mangoes. The heat is inside your body. So when you take a mango and you definitely soak it for about 15-20 minutes before consuming it, then that makes sure that the heat of the mango reduces and it does not cause damage to you. But when you directly consume it, yes, they may give you some amount of heat. But to only believe that consuming mangoes is going to increase the heat in my body, it's going to create breakouts and it's going to give acne and pimples on my skin, that may not be the case, because a mango is a detoxifier. So when you consume a mango, it starts detoxifying your body, and when your body is detoxifying, of course, as a part of detoxification, your body wants to throw out waste. That acne or the pimple that you may notice is also a body's mechanism of throwing out waste. So when you start consuming mangoes and you get a little bit of acne, don't stop at it, because it's not just because of the mangoes that your breakouts are coming. It is because of the mangoes that your body is throwing out waste. After some time, these acnes will definitely reduce. You have 1 whole month to consume a mango. Eat them daily. However, always notice that if the acne are constantly increasing even after a few days or a few weeks, then you may want to give it a break. Everybody is different. Everybody reacts differently. So listen to your body. Enjoy your mangoes in this season. You hardly get a month or month and a half when you can actually relish these mangoes. But do not consume your mangoes when in guilt of consuming them. Because when you are consuming those mangoes with guilt, you are actually increasing your cortisol levels. You are actually reducing your digestion capability. And when this happens, your body automatically starts going into the storage mode. Storage of what? Storage of fat. And then you say that I became fat because I ate mangoes. Nana, you became fat because you consumed mangoes with fear. You consumed mangoes with guilt. Enjoy them. Relish them. 1 month in a year will not make too much of a damage. Did you know that mangoes are also anti-cancerous? Yes. Today's studies have shown that mangoes have a phenomenal effect when it comes to tumors, when it comes to pancreatic cancers, when it comes to colon cancers, when it comes to breast cancers, or even prostate cancers, and it helps in tumor suppression. Mangoes are extremely rich in antioxidants, which means the free radicals inside your body, which are increasing the inflammation for you, will drastically start coming down by just consuming them. A lot of people who start consuming mangoes also notice that their constipation goes away. It is because of the fiber content. It gives a boost to your immune system with the vitamin C that it has. It has other vitamins to boost the health of your hair, the health of your skin, the health of your eyes, and also take care or manage your cholesterol levels with those digestible, undigestible fibers. So if somebody is suffering from an IBS, which is your irritable bowel syndrome, or if somebody is struggling with constipation, or if somebody is struggling with a Crohn's disease, or even an ulcerative colitis, mangoes are good for you. But not to consume them as desserts. With food, it has to be consumed empty stomach. The best time to consume your mangoes is early in the morning, or you could even choose to consume them as your breakfast, maybe 1 or 2 mangoes to get started with the day, or as a 4 o'clock snack between your lunch and your dinner. Did you know that mangoes are extremely good as a prebiotic? They do feed your gut bacteria, which makes sure that your gut health remains fine. That's why a lot of our ancient recipes speak about aam panna, which is your kacha mango or your unripened mango, which is probably boiled a little bit, and we make an aam panna out of it. It is very cooling. It's wrong to say that a mango is heaty. A mango is cooling if you have it at the right time and if you soak it well before you have it. There is a reason why mangoes come in the summers. Everything that grows in the summers is because it has a cooling property. Let's not forget that. So it's not heaty. This is not leading to an acidic body. Your body is heaty because of the acidic content of food that you have had before. The refined foods, the processed foods, the maida or the wheat that you are consuming every day. You need to have water-rich food in the summers. That's what your body is desiring. Give it what it requires. Our ancient recipes also speak about mango pickles that are homemade. It could also be your raw mango salads. And a lot of South Indian recipes use your mangoes in your curries or even your dals. And some of them also use this raw mango as a mango rice. But after all of this, I wouldn't say go jump onto your mangoes and overconsume them. Have them in moderation. And the most important thing for consuming mangoes is the source of your mangoes. So whether or not you're consuming from the right source, which is not sprayed too much, which is not artificially ripened, which is not full of hormones, and which is calcium carbide free. This calcium carbide is actually not allowed to be used, but unfortunately it still continues to be used. This is used for artificial ripening of your food. Let's understand what are the ways to detect if the mangoes that you are consuming are artificially ripened or they are completely natural. Take a big tub of water or a big vessel of water and put your mango inside it. If it sinks inside, it is a good mango that is naturally ripened. But if it starts floating upwards, you could have a suspicion this could be full of carbide. Check the color on your mangoes. So if it has got those black spots all over, you may want to check. It may not be natural. And thirdly, always smell your mangoes. So when you smell your mangoes and it gives you a very stingy smell, then that may be artificially ripened and may have the presence of calcium carbide. Another very important thing as far as mangoes is concerned is that you do not want to add your refined sugar into it to make it sweeter. Mango is nature's natural sweetener. Have it just as is. So when you make a Shrikhand with mangoes and sugar put together, it is a digestive disaster. It is a carb bomb. So whether you are having a mango with sugar or without sugar definitely makes a difference in terms of how it goes inside and reacts to your body. And also, to reiterate the fact, don't eat your mangoes with guilt. Don't eat them when you are in fear. Don't eat them if you are scared of what it will do to your body. Because guilt eating is going to lead to a high cholesterol. It is going to lead to slow digestion and a whole lot of metabolic disorders, which you definitely don't want. So relish your mangoes this season And always remember, it's always nice to eat what is in the season. What else do you get in this season? You also get watermelons. You also get pineapples, and all of these seasonal fruits are amazing to have. When you have your seasonal fruits on an empty stomach in moderation, they will not be the cause for your diabetes. Look at a variety of other factors that can lead to a diabetes. I hope this was helpful. If you have loved the content, please like, share and subscribe. I look forward to hearing from you, and I will personally reply to every comment that comes on the videos. Till we meet again, Namaste.